in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season is hit high.
What's she doing, Mom?
And off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. The Niners at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Lance. That is caught. And now lined up, moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the set.
2nd and 10. Slot man moves right.
Ready.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Go red. Black shot. Set, hut.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Good job. It's a good job.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 5. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You look at this Niner defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2nd and 9.
Hey, smash Broncos! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hold on. Hey, grab 60. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Warriors 70.
He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he's locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
What's up?
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Ultra. Steal. Check steal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on first down is Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Check white. Set.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Lance on the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To throw, it's Lance. Connects with Kittle underneath. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
From midfield, here's Lance. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
On the ready. Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Lance now to throw. And we'll find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit. Ready?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to put this one away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. He's got the 1st down and potentially a lot more. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Okay,
ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, Green. Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Zoom black. Drill green. Hut.
Now a play fake. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now here's Michael Dixon, on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Yellow. Ready?
And Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Lance now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And this This is caught at the end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the double.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready?
Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Down.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation.
Green Jack. Set.
Here's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Ready.
On play action, Lance. left sideline. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's making up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage. You don't want any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for everyone. 100 yards or more in a game.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Look, I realize on any play call, but it's properly executed and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf,
75 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Ready?
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Past the 20. 5. Across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with their 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on.
Here's
Hey.
1st and 10.
Hustle, 80. Hustle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Come on, set.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready?
back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Down the left sideline. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Oh, man.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's first down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
Oh, you
and that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Gave me that one. Tank, I needed that. If he really tanking, it didn't feel like he was tanking.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Shoves him away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew...
Hey, DJ. Hey, YB, that pipe him up, bro. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L,